What's going on, guys? It's Steve. So yesterday I made a video talking about Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving, and a lot of people got upset. I understand Kyrie Irving is a biblical beast. This guy is going to definitely be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be one of the best players of all time. I understand that. But at this point in time, Isaiah Thomas is better than Kyrie Irving. There is no debate about it. A lot of you guys were really frustrated with me saying, "Oh, it's gonna be Isaiah Thomas is better," and all this other. To me, there's no debate. I'm sorry, but there's just no debate to me. And the reason why I say that is, if you swap Kyrie and Isaiah Thomas, the Cleveland Cavaliers would be just as successful. One, two, the Boston Celtics would not have as many wins as they do now. If you look at and I know Kyrie was young, but if you look at Kyrie Irving before LeBron James was there, even Charles Barkley and Shaq and Ernie and Kenny and a lot of other people said this, Reggie, whole bunch of GOATs. I know Ernie never played, but you understand what I'm saying. He's a GOAT commentator, though. A lot of people have said this, and I agree. Kyrie Irving cannot carry a team to a championship. He cannot be, in my honest opinion, he cannot be the number one option. There's just, I don't know what it is about him. I don't see him being able to carry a team as the number one option. In other words, if you take LeBron James off the Cleveland Cavaliers, would they still be as good? Hell no. Obviously, that's because LeBron James is the best player in NBA history. But on top of that, it's because Kyrie Irving he's a great scorer. He's improved on passing, and he's not really a ball stopper or anything like that. He's extremely clutch. But guys, Isaiah Thomas has less help than Kyrie does. Kyrie has 2 NBA superstars, and Isaiah Thomas is the only all-star on his team. Hell no, I don't consider Al Horford an all-star. I know he was an all-star, I think, once or twice, but no. What is it, 15 and 7? That's not all-star numbers. You know, he was only an all-star because of the second seed. But for him to do what he's doing with Boston, yeah, he has help with Avery Bradley averaging 17, and Avery Bradley's a really good defender, and Jay Crowder, and a whole bunch of other things. But to be honest, Isaiah Thomas is really carrying the load for the Boston Celtics. And I hate Boston. I hate the Boston Celtics. You guys know this, but there's no debating. There's no lying about it. I honestly, in my honest-to-God opinion, I think Isaiah Thomas is better than Kyrie Irving. I'm sorry. I understand your arguments for Kyrie. He's more clutch. He's a scorer, which I understand. You know, if you take LeBron off, he would be averaging 35, something like that. But at the same time, if you took LeBron off of the Cleveland Cavaliers, they would not be in playoff contention. They would not. Well, probably around the 8th seed, 9th seed. Isaiah Thomas has no superstars on his team. And look what he's doing. The dude is 5'9" tall. Give him some respect and give him credit where it's due, because he definitely deserves it. He is a great player for the future, and he's becoming one of my favorite players to watch. You guys know, I watch a lot of Cavs games, a lot of Knicks games. I haven't really started watching Chicago, to be honest, because even though I love D-Wade, it's still weird to see Dwyane Wade in a Chicago Bull uniform. He should have been that once-in-a-generation player that stays on one team. Like your Dirks, like your Kobe's. I know they were traded at draft, but whatever. Anyway, and Jordan, even though he went to Washington, whatever. You know, so I'm sorry, but I think Isaiah Thomas is better. The scoring is questionable. Okay, the scoring is kind of questionable, because even if you take LeBron off, who's averaging 25, and Kevin Love 20, that's 45 points right there, and I say an extra 10 would go to Kyrie, around 30 to 34 points per game. You can do the same thing to Isaiah Thomas. What is he averaging, like 27, 26? We'll go with 26. He's averaging 26 points per game. Take Avery Bradley off, that's 17. Take Al Horford, that's 15, that's 32. I'll say a 5 to 10, so that's 31 points per game. So it's debatable. And you have to understand he has a huge disadvantage on him because he's small. But he drives to the basket, he shoots the ball, he's ridiculous. You know, he's a pretty decent defender. You know, in terms of stats, I'm not too sure if he's great, but from what I'm seeing, he's a pretty decent defender. And to be honest, He's carrying Boston. If you take Isaiah Thomas off of the Boston Celtics, they're not making the playoffs. If you take Kyrie Irving off of the Cleveland Cavaliers, they will still be the first seed in the Eastern Conference. So, I love Kyrie. I really do. He's a great player. But I'm sorry, in my humble opinion, I think Isaiah Thomas is better. And yes, I do think Kyrie Irving is the second best point guard in the Eastern Conference. I just happen to think Isaiah Thomas is better. It's open for discussion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.